Alright, everybody. The most controversial tier list I'll probably ever make. Yes, I know this is not all of the Call of Duties, but honestly, I found this list and it's actually every single one that I've ever played and been introduced to and whatnot. So it's probably just the best list for me because I've actually played all of them. Obviously, I'm going to do my best to not go based on my opinion. But obviously, having played all of them and knowing the enjoyment of them and the non-enjoyment, as well as community feedback and everything, is what I'm going to be doing. But obviously, let me know down in the comments what you guys think, what you guys would switch, and everything like that. So let's just get started. So I'll start with the ones that I played the least. I only played Call of Duty 4 because it came out with, I think it was Infinite Warfare or something, when they like made that thing. I believe that was this game, or they remastered this or something. I played the least amount of this. Overall though, I don't really think it was that. None of the games will be trash, let's just get that out of the way. But I didn't really, I thought it was I think it was a good start for the series. Obviously, it's not the start, but I think it was just like a solid game, but nothing crazy good that I would, that's not one of the games that I wish they would remaster or go back to or anything like that. Advanced Warfare is S tier? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I'll give it a B for sure. But that was probably the least one I've actually played. I just couldn't get into that shit, man. I didn't like all the fucking pick up things and whatever, but I wasn't into it. A lot of people seem to like it, but nah, that shit was not good for me. Infinite Warfare was fucking terrible. I think that was probably the worst COD on this list, one of them for sure. I remember so when I bought my PlayStation 4, it came with that. There was like no way around it. It came with this Call of Duty. So I was like, fuck it, whatever. Like, free game. I'll just do it. Downloaded it, put it in. Played a couple games. And within the first couple of games, I'm shooting at a guy. And he literally disappeared. And then I died. And I watched the kill cam. And I'm shooting him. He like blinks forward all the way next to me and then like stabs me or something. And I was just like, yeah, like I'm good. So then I actually went to the achievements list and I think only 20 something % of the entire community had won. I forget if the achievement was 5 or 10 multiplayer games in Infinite Warfare. Like, can you believe that? Less than a fourth of the Call of Duty community on PlayStation at the time had won that many games. Because everybody stopped fucking playing that shit. Because it was awful. I don't know. I'm sure there's some people that like it. I didn't. I played a couple games, so I can't put it in trash. But it probably would be for me. World at War, I'm going to give an A, and I'm going to give that mostly just because of the zombies. I think the zombies kind of more carried that game. It wasn't bad, and I think it's also up here because it was on, like, at the time it was on all consoles. Like, it was on the Wii, it was on, Xbox, PlayStation. I think that deserves something as well, being able to play on anything. But yeah, I think zombies overall carried that game. But it was also the first one to introduce zombies, if I'm not mistaken. So that's a big check mark. World War II, shit, probably down here too. Ain't nobody played that shit. It was awful. I don't even know. That's literally all I can say. I actually don't think I played a single game of that. I knew it was going to be terrible. Because everybody, I would say from around Black Ops 3, which I'll probably go next, was the time that literally everybody was complaining of they either wanted boots on the ground or they wanted futuristic. And all the gaming community, as far as developers and shit, couldn't figure out which one. And I think Black Ops 3 did it the best, where it was futuristic, but it wasn't some crazy advanced warfare or infinite warfare type of shit, to where you get a little bit of jetpack boost, but the movement is overall still boots on the ground, and there's nothing like crazy about it. Me personally, it was my favorite Call of Duty. The zombies was good. I fucking love that game. I could play the shit out of it still today. I think overall the guns were relatively balanced from what I remember. Obviously, eventually they, you know, like every Call of Duty, they fuck them all up and buff and nerf the wrong shit or whatever. But I think overall as a game, as far as the time frame of movement of being boots on the ground or futuristic, it has to be minimum A tier, but it's my favorite, so I'm gonna go ahead and put it in S. Ghost, as many people don't like it, I thought it did a good job as far as introducing some shit that wasn't in any other Call of Duty, like, you know, the honey badger gun that you could start with. You know, we before had never really seen guns that automatically came with attachments, like the honey badger's automatically suppressed and stuff, which, no, that's not like a huge, you know, thing, but I think some of the stuff that Ghost did was good. I think just the overall feel and gameplay of it was just not good, and I think what they did instead of zombies, the alien shit that they did, was just not good either. You know, hats off to them for trying something different, I guess, but it was pretty fucking bad. Honestly, probably even shouldn't have been in the game, or just, you know, give us some shitty zombies or something, or just, you know, bring back the older zombie games. Black Ops 4, I don't know, honestly. Maybe B, probably C. I can't really pick. But it was nothing crazy. It definitely wasn't a Black Ops 3. I don't know. They didn't do anything to like make it better. I think a lot of the specialists just got more annoying. The guns felt alright and some of the stuff, but I think overall it was like a step down from Black Ops 4 or Black Ops 3. So, I don't know. I didn't enjoy it as much. It might be B. I mean, it wasn't that bad. It's probably better than all of these, but not too much better. And here is the biggest group, I would say, of my generation of COD players. We'll go Modern Warfare 3 first. S tier for sure. I think it probably, out of all the Call of Duties, the multiplayer was the best. I still to this day wish other Call of Duties would have the option of using the kill streaks or score streaks or whatever for each for each class. So in Modern Warfare 3, the created class, you could have the assault, support, or specialist like kill streak thing. And I loved that because based off the map and based off what guns I wanted to use, I could base that off of what kill streaks I wanted to get, compared to, okay, like I'm running, you know, like original Black Ops 1 or whatever, like, okay, I'm running these 3 kill streaks, you know, you get what you get. Like in Modern Warfare 3, I can literally switch between, okay, do I want, you know, whatever, am I running a support package, am I running an assault package, based on the class that I made. And I wish other Call of Duties would have implemented that after the fact, but they unfortunately did not. The Specialist one was, but I mean, still the fact that you could do it was actually really cool, I thought. And then the Spec Ops, though I think the overall Spec Ops was down from Modern Warfare 2, I did like the survival version. You know, you can play by yourself, you can play with, you know, somebody else on your TV, can play with friends and just literally survive the waves, and it actually felt pretty good and not just kind of, you know, easy. I mean, it was easy for the first little bit, but, you know, I feel like it slowly got harder, which was good and how it should be. The campaign, you know, alright. Wasn't any Modern Warfare 2 campaign, but it was still, you know, whatever. Um, but yeah, I think Modern Warfare 3 is definitely up there. The multiplayer was great. The guns felt good. Again, some of those kill streaks, man, really paved the way for sure, I think. Oh, these are difficult. I think I'm just gonna make it quick and have to put every single one of them in A and just leave it at that. I think Modern Warfare 2 was very, very good, but I don't think it was as insane as some people give credit for. I think a lot of people just kind of hold on to it because of people like the FaZe Clan and shit, but overall I didn't think it was that amazing. Overall, absolutely solid game, you know, between the Spec Ops, which is better, the campaign, which is arguably the best of the bunch, and then the multiplayer was solid as well, but nothing insane. I think there's too many cheeky shit in it, but whatever. Black Ops 1 is arguably S tier as well. I think it has probably the best zombies out of all of these. The multiplayer is obviously good, but I don't know. You know, now that I think back to my time playing it, I don't think it was like an S tier game. But again, I think it's just overall every aspect of it is absolutely solid and would definitely play the shit out of a remastered version. Black Ops 2 I know is probably everybody's favorite and probably wants to go to S tier. But I don't know, I didn't feel it as much. The zombies wasn't as good, I don't think. I mean, what they did with it was cool, it was different. And at least you had multiple modes, you know, you could do just like the survival on each section or transit. That was cool, but still just not amazing. The multiplayer was good. I just think a lot of the maps and some of the weapons just aren't like things that I remember, you know? Like when you think back to Call of Duties, you remember killing people with certain weapons or kill streaks or certain maps, and I just feel like Black Ops 2 was not any of those, at least for me. I think, you know, that would fall to about these two games for a lot of people. I do think this is arguably one of the cooler Nuketowns, though. I think Black Ops 4 Nuketown is the worst. Obviously, you can't go wrong with the original, but I think Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3 Nuketown was amazing. But yeah, I think that's just about where I would place everything. And my fucking lizard decides to get crazy today. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. This is probably about where I would stand. Some of these you could probably move up depending upon your preference and whatnot, but some of these other ones, man, just down there. And obviously if you would bring up Vanguard and the newer ones, they're even worse. But let us swap to another one. Alright.